Myself and Wild Turkey, we are in Houston, Texas on National First Responders Day. For Kentucky this year, I brought them to my home state of Houston, and what we're doing to different first responders in the city of Houston. That we're the first responders with hurricanes that we're on the front line and got out there to rescue people first. I don't know if you know, but Houston, 23,000 people, over 3,000 people were displaced from that.
So I'd like to bring him in now. So I'd like you to meet my friend Matthew McConaughey.
There's a turkey in here. We over here, we over there. There is a turkey in there. How we doing, gang?
Doing great.
Good to see y'all. Church, our pastor had a great definition of mercy. This year we said, well, look, let me get you down here to my home state, and what's a good place to go? And we came with this, hey, first responders. You know, Harvey just hit last August here. So much of Houston was underwater. These people rescued, first responders here rescued over 123,000 people. 40,000 people had to move out of their homes and go to shelters. And so we're going around today, delivering a turkey and a little bourbon and a little gratitude to the men and women that responded first when that disaster hit. So thank you for that. That's what we're here to do today, is come say thank you to y'all. Share some turkey, some bourbon maybe. All right, is it afternoon yet?
And this year we decided to come down here. Matthew McConaughey wanted us to come down to Texas, and Houston, just through all the hurricane and all the mess that they have, just coming around. Luckily it's National First Responders Day, so that even makes it a little bit better. But it's just giving back in a small way, telling people thank you for what they do.
Emerson, how you doing?
All right.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Leah, check that out. Check that out. Think Levi's gonna like that? Well, last year, my wife, my family, we were home 3.5 weeks total last year. So that's I went bam, 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 3 back to back. I did White Boy Rick in Cleveland. Then we went to Mauritius and did Serenity. Then we went to Miami and did the Beach Bum. Finished the 21st of December, took a big deep breath, and I've been off actually from my day job acting for the last 10 months. Doing things like this, when I call it my off season. I'm fundraising for our foundation. I'm doing things with Wild Turkey. I'm going to shoot Lincoln ads. I'm teaching a class at University of Texas. I'm spending more time with my kids and my family. And that's what I've been doing for the last 10 months. I'm about to go to London in a couple days for my next job. But I've got 2 coming out, and it feels good to have, 1, it feels good to have work. 2, it feels good to have 2 in the can, meaning they aren't out yet. They'll be out in January, which will be Serenity, then March will be the Beach Bum.
Sure.
Matthew McConaughey.
I think I know who
How
you
we
are,
doing?
man. You're doing fine. How you
Happy
doing?
Sunday to you.
Thank you, Doc. Welcome to City Hall.
Oh, thank you. Good to be here.
And thanks for being, well, bringing people back to your state, and specifically for the city.
Love our state. Did you like Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels? This is what it is. It's of that ilk. I wouldn't call it a comedy, but it's a gangster whodunit film, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Are you going to be an American, or are you going to be donning another accent?
No, I'm an American. I'm a lion in the Serengeti.
Matthew McConaughey is a huge personality that pretty much everyone knows. The very fact that he would come in an unassuming, understated way to help people and to thank first responders and others speaks volumes of who he is as a person. But he exemplifies being a Texan, and in this case, he exemplifies the Houston spirit.
Well, it's always important to get out and vote. I went and did early voting yesterday. Anyway, it was like an hour and 15-minute wait. Yeah. That's one of those lines. That's not one that someone in my position or anybody else's celebrity. It's not one of those lines that you get moved to the front, nor should we be moved to the front. It's one of those real sort of common denominator. Hey, we're all in the same place as Americans. Myself as Texans yesterday, which was what I was making my votes for. It's very important for people to get out and vote. You know, they got that line, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. There's a lot of truth to that. So whatever your belief and whoever it is you're voting on, if you go vote, if it doesn't go your way, you kind of have, then you have a right to bitch about it. If you go vote and it does go your way, then you have a right to go, that's right. Had something to do with that. If you don't vote, you kind of don't have as much of a right to sit there and either be ticked off if it didn't go the way you wanted to, or be so happy that it did, because maybe you just got lucky. You know, not enough people get out and vote in America. We don't. I don't know the exact reason. I could, you know, I got some theories, but I'm not going to go into them now. We need to get out and vote. It's a privilege to go vote, and it's a necessity that we need to take advantage of, to get out there and place a vote. You know, and yeah, you could say a lot of things are heavily divided now. I think it's a phase we're going through, and we'll come out the other side, and we'll find our proverbial water line and see that, hey, but that's also part of democracy, is the push and the pull from the so-called left and the right. It's the push and the pull. There is a divide there to push. I'm preferably a little more aggressively centric, but we'll see where we come out, and getting out to vote's the first step in doing something about it.
I shined on you to say thank you. Thank you. You continue to bring attention, and what I was telling him is that hundreds of first responders.
Here, although all of our officers are very proactive here in Houston Police Department, we're very proud of everybody.
I was telling Matthew that